Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a quick bit of Dino Fury news. Just the other day we got our first real character descriptions and promo images, and as such there was a lot of questions of when it's premiering. I wasn't sure at the time, but now we officially have a premiere date, February 20th, 2021, obviously, and then the next episode, February 27th. I'm saying that because in addition to this information, we have our first 2 episode descriptions, so let me just read those to you real quick and then we can talk about it just a smidge. So our first episode is called Destination, wow, already screwing up Dawson. Destination Dinohenge. Go-getting reporter Amelia accompanies Ollie and his mom, Dr. Akana, to investigate the mysterious Dinohenge statues. They run into an evil warrior named Void Knight that threatens the entire world. That explains those dino statues we saw in the first promo pics. I'm gonna assume that's Dinohenge and probably has something to do with the history that Zato or Fritos brought to Earth when he, you know, crash landed or landed and went into hibernation and all that stuff. The second one is called Sporix Unleashed. Ollie carries out a plan to catch Sporix without his teammates' knowledge. When monsters take advantage of this idea, Ollie realizes the benefit of working as a team. Wow, sounds real original. There's a couple things to talk about in there. First of all, it looks like we're doing our classic, outdated team-up episode. Not team-up episode, but like when the Rangers need to do teamwork. Now I get it. I'm not an idiot. I mean, I am, but not about this. The show's aimed at kids, and one of the core themes of Power Rangers is teamwork. But again, subtlety, thy name is not Power Rangers. In the last 10 years, just like with the bullying thing, it's like, hey, work together. Don't bully. It's like, there's no subtlety to it. I think that they need to, and that's my thing about all the messages, is I'm not opposed to messages or lessons, just integrate them so it doesn't feel like you're stopping, turning to the screen and lecturing us and talking down to the kids. So I'm like already rolling my eyes at that episode, but we can, you know, it can surprise me, you never know. It also feels like more often than not, the moral lesson episodes come across as, you're useless by yourself. You need 5 people to do this one task. It's like, dude, Power Rangers has kind of a large number team. You could get so much more done if you weren't always going to the same place at the same time. But anyway, who knows? A couple other things, like I said, that Dinohenge thing looks like it's going to be coming from that one image, so that's going to potentially be interesting, at least with the mythology. And the Sporix thing, as somebody mentioned in the comments of my last video, does seem to at least maybe mean Creon, you know, since he's kind of a mushroomish villain. I'll be interested to see how that goes. I initially kind of assumed that it was going to somehow be related to the Rangers' powers, and who knows, maybe it still will in some capacity, just because that's kind of been the norm for the last like 6 or 8 years of the Rangers having something the villains are after. So I assumed it would be that, but if it's actually Creon's character, that could be potentially interesting to have the villains looking for him. Like if the Rangers are looking for him, Void Knight and his people are looking for him, and then we saw that Weisel looked to be lurking in the shadows in that episode, or that episode of some of the pictures. So if he's not with Void Knight right away, he could possibly be another party looking for Sporix, or maybe he's hiding Sporix because we know that those two are in footage lot together. So that's at least something potentially interesting and different. The only other thing is this is just a side note I forgot to mention when I went over the pictures, but one of the pictures makes it look like we might get something similar to Ninja Comms where they press it and it pulls up the morpher, which I forgot to mention just because it makes sense since Mick's gonna be in the show in some capacity. They would maybe give them something like this. But yeah, we have the premiere date. I kind of assumed it would be February or March. I thought there was a slight chance we could see a delay and it might show up in March rather than February just because everything's had a filming delay, but it looks like we're right on time. Not too long from now, I imagine we'll probably get a teaser trailer. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get my videos. Dawson Rider, signing out.